Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live weekend wrap up for the 30th. So it's the end of October 2020. Doing this, you can probably tell because in Canada, even the sun's out here, doing this really early. It's actually at noon ish, New York time, 1 my time. The reason for it is because I don't need to wait for the end of the day because I will not be scanning for individual stocks for this particular strategy that takes a week to occur. And that's because the US election's happening next week. So this particular account and strategy will be in cash. Something I want to talk about as well is that if you're doing any kind of swing trading, at least try to stay out or stay light in the night of. If you feel the need, you're like, I have to trade, I have to trade, I have to trade. That's something that you have to kind of check within yourself and say, why, right? Why do you feel the need to trade this event that, you obviously haven't tested for? Us is, doesn't matter whether you're a technical, statistical, or fundamental analysis, you're using prior data to try to come up with a good scenario of what will happen in the future. So unless you've gone through and studied, every 4 years a major U.S. election, you're not prepared for this. And anything that you're doing is kind of guessing, right? And we really want to stay away from that. So just think in your head, what is it that's kind of happening that makes me think that I have to trade through this? Because, it's not really... You don't have to, right? The market will be open the day after. It'll be open the day after that. I am going to just be sitting in the sidelines and waiting for technical patterns to reoccur after the event and go from there. So let's go right into the charts here. I've already drawn a couple things here showing that the market has been down quite a bit and into this kind of support level. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Again, it's midday. Anything in theory could happen, but I think this is probably going to be roughly like what the chart looks like at the end of the day. So this $320 area is going to be super interesting. So now into here, this is the chart for this week. Actually had a really, really good week here. And again, if you're new to this channel, new to this particular series on this channel, this is where I take trade ideas and its ability to backtest. And I say, okay, let me run some back tests on some scenarios. What's working right now in the market is, moving averages bouncing, working, candlesticks working, any sort of oscillator that's coming. So I start with statistical backing, and then I come up with lists, and then I have those lists where I run through my eye as a technician and try to figure out what symbols I think have the best chance. And we come up with too long and too short each week. We have trade ideas and its ability to auto trade those, trade them throughout the week. So we don't really have to look at them and think of them. And then close them Friday and go from there. And usually I wait till Friday to the close, but because of this down move that we had in the market, and let's go show the positions. The positions were up great, so I decided to close them a little bit early, again, knowing that I don't have to do any more scanning today to try to figure out what's going to happen next, because I'm taking the next week off of swing trading. So I just figured close them out and go enjoy the day while everything's nice out. So we had two trigger. We had one trigger here, IIPR, which was a short play we were looking for under here, and a nice big move down there. And then we had BJ that actually just triggered today. So we got a little bit of a scalp of that, I think about another dollar or so. So it was about $1,100 per 100 shares traded. So if you trade at 500, for example, at $5,500 for the week. Again, I post all of the performance right here to show you guys, just again, it's not magic. There's been pullbacks, there's been sideways chop for weeks and months. But just knowing that if you're keeping your risk under control and you keep your strategy kind of consistent, this is the hope that you kind of have over time. So that is it. We've done the analysis of the market. I'm just wondering why the video is so short, but it's because I'm not looking at any new symbols for next week. I will continue to day trade I will continue to very short term swing trade, a day or two, but no holds from Monday to Friday for next week, and then Friday of next week I'll probably scan and then we'll get back to it, assuming that nothing, that the election is decided and all the news is kind of done. If by then they still haven't counted everything and they don't know who it is, I will just take another week off. Again, defense always being key, right? This is not a get rich quick thing, so you always want to make sure that you're preserving your capital, because your capital is your ammunition in order to trade. So thank you guys for coming out and checking this out, and I hope at least you have some sort of plan that if you're going to trade, that you do it safely. And then from there, that's going to be it. So I will talk to you guys soon.